1999 JDM Subaru Impreza STI. I'm really excited about this car. Everything you just saw brings us to right now. I am just buttoning up the rear brakes on Fuji here. There's a big dick around with finding parts. As you can see, I've got two different sets of rear brake caliper brackets. These were the right ones, came all the way from England. Shout out to Comp Brake for getting these to me. Really appreciate it. Good cheap part, as opposed to the Torque Solutions brackets, which were the wrong ones, which are actually for that car. So if I ever decide to go big brakes on the WRX, I can do it, but I have these. If you want them, hit me up. Anyway, so got all the right parts finally. Just finished getting this here caliper on. Everything's tight, pads are in, sliders are on. Just gotta put the cotter pins in and take the brake line off that old caliper, attach it to here, and then we'll do the other side, then we'll bleed them. And we will have the functioning 2-pot rear caliper conversion on this STI. So I'm gonna finish putting this side together, and then I'll plug you in for doing the other side. I can kind of walk you through the process. All right, so these rotors, I believe, are from a 93 Legacy Turbo or something like that, and they're single slider Subaru calipers. These are like basically the same that they've put on the back of their cars for I don't know how long, but check, like, look at the shape of that. Let's go to my new WRX. So if I ever need a caliper in a pinch, I know where to get one. Just kidding, because we got 2 pots now. They're better. So basically, all you got to do is there's 2 bolts on the backing plate here. You take this whole unit off. Make sure your parking brake is released, because these have an internal shoe for the parking brake inside this drum here. And then you just pop your rotor off. Might be a little seized on the hub sometimes. Little penetrating oil, tap tap, comes right off. So yeah, we're gonna pop this off, and then we're gonna start clearancing the backing plate. I've already taken off the dust shield from the first time I attempted this. This is not my first time trying these brakes. I think I've had 3 different sets of rotors, 2 different sets of brackets, a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, it's all stupid. We're gonna get this done now, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna pop that off, and then we'll see what we're working with clearance wise. I'm stoked. This thing is gonna stop so much better. It's too bad it's raining out. Weather's been terrible. All right, I'm gonna unbolt this. That wasn't too bad. You can tell I'm really good at grating cheese. Don't be gross. You ever get the feeling that you just shouldn't stick your head somewhere? Brake rotor, nice and easy, just like so. There we go. Okay, that's that. Look how harsh this thing is. See, it's all heat checked. Look at that. Oh my god. So these weren't doing much. Just ignore that garbage. And okay, now here's what we're dealing with here. So the name of the game is getting from basically here all the way down this line, all in here, is all going to be cut away to clearance for that bracket. So time to bust out the angle grinder and get cutting. Tech tip. Don't change your grinder discs with your friggin' grinder plugged in. Because I have had it zip on me before. Luckily it was with a flapper. And all it did was skin my thumb, but it could have been a lot worse. So remember, kids, do as I say, not as I do. Almost there. Gonna have to zip on this a little bit more with the flapper, but let's see how close we are. Okay. Oh yeah, money. All right, a little bit more grinding down here, and then we're good to go. Okie doke, we are clearanced. It's nice and flush. It's all cleaned up on the back. So now, these aren't quite the right distance apart. So I gotta lower this hole out a little bit just to drop the mount down a bit because it doesn't quite, this needs to be kind of down. So I'm gonna do that and then we'll bolt it up. Oh, there it is. This stuff is great. Loctite on a stick. No more mess anymore. It's great. Just a little bit in there. Just a little bit in there. There. Then we're not married to it. All right. There we go. Good and tight. Okay. Now I'm going to get the bolts for the caliper and bolt that up. High perf. Whoop. Ooh, ah. Give me your best joke below, you get the sticker for free. Yeehaw. Just like that. We got rotors. I'm gonna stuff the pads in there, and then we're gonna bleed the brakes. Actually, no, sorry. We're gonna swap the line over with the new bolt and washer, and then we're gonna bleed the brakes. These nice Hawk HPS pads. I know everybody out there is probably going, oh, why'd you use Hawk, whatever. It was available, leave me alone. It's gonna stop way better than that crap. Come on, get in there. Why are you fighting me? No? You don't want to go home? Get in there. Come on. There we go. All right. Caliper mounted. Rotor mounted. Pads, sliders, retaining clip. All good. Now we're going to swap the line from the old caliper, drain it out, pop it on the back of this guy, and pull the little plug out the back. Don't forget that. Then we're going to bleed the brakes. I'll skip that part. Turn this on when we're dropping it down, and we're going to test drive it. Brakes are bled. I got that little, little third man cup thing. Kind of looks like, one of those cups you pee in or something. Anyway, kind of looks like B2. So yeah, they're bled. No visible leakage. Nothing on the floor. So bleeders are good, banjo bolts are good. I think they're ready to test out. So I'm gonna throw the wheels back on. I'm gonna move the Daily WRX out of the way, and we might be catching this wicked sunset. Look at that. Rain stopped, the neighborhood just lit right up. Anyway, I'm gonna throw the wheels back on. We're gonna hold this thing out, take a quick test drive, and then we will finally have the proper STI brakes front and back. I'm so excited. Wish me luck. Pedal feels a little weird. I think it needs like a proper bleeding. Open the windows so the exhaust leak doesn't kill us. Another thing we'll be working on is that atrocious exhaust. It's so friggin' loud. My neighbors love me. Anyway. Alright. See how she does. Stops, sort of. Pedal's real squishy. Oh, the left pedal's almost going to the floor. Here we go. So far, so good. The pedal's coming in because the caliper is taking on all the fluid, so it's getting another bleed, obviously, but I think it's all right. It's not going away. Yeah, it takes some effort. I don't even know if you guys can see, but yeah, it's still stopping. It's just not stopping very well. Stop sign these tires. Good thing they were cheap. Alright, well, it stops, and it really likes to lock up the rear now. The pedal feels weird, it just really needs a proper bleeding. Like I said, that third man bleeder is really only good for keeping pressure in. I don't think you can really get it right with new calipers and stuff. So I think that's gonna do it for this this episode of the Fuji build. Appreciate you checking us out, and that's the basic where we're at with Fuji. The brakes are now ready to roll. If you like this video, please subscribe, hit that like button, share with your friends, and I will see you on the next episode here at Ridiculous Automotive. Catch you later.